Bailey was a kind-hearted and innocent young man who always carried a bright yellow duck-shaped floaty wherever he went. It was more than just an object to him. It was a symbol of his cheerful and carefree personality. The floaty was his trusted companion, a piece of his childhood that he had never let go of. One sunny afternoon, Bailey was enjoying a peaceful day by the river, his yellow floaty bobbing beside him. Out of nowhere, Sonic, known for his speed and cunning nature, appeared. Sonic's sharp eyes spotted the floaty, and he couldn't resist its charm. "Hey Bailey," he said with a mischievous grin. "That's a pretty cool floaty you got there. Mind if I borrow it?" Before Bailey could respond, Sonic snatched the floaty and pushed him aside. "Thanks, buddy," Sonic sneered, his voice dripping with mockery. Bailey protested, but Sonic's speed and strength were no match for him. To make matters worse, Sonic gave Bailey a rough shove, leaving him sprawled on the ground, bruised and humiliated. Heartbroken and angry, Bailey decided he couldn't let this injustice slide. The floaty wasn't just a toy, it was a part of him. Mustering his courage, he confronted Sonic later that evening. Bailey's hands trembled as he faced the speedster. "Give it back, Sonic," he demanded, his voice quivering but firm. As fate would have it, their confrontation caught the attention of Iciella, the beautiful girl both Bailey and Sonic secretly admired. Iciella was a gentle soul who abhorred violence. When she saw Bailey confronting Sonic, she misunderstood the situation. Sonic, ever the manipulative trickster, immediately dropped to his knees, clutching his head and feigning fear. "Please, Bailey, don't hurt me," he cried out dramatically. Iciella gasped and ran to Sonic's side. "Bailey, how could you?" she scolded. "This is not like you. I thought you were kind and gentle." Her words cut through Bailey like a blade. "But I didn't," Bailey stammered, trying to explain. Iciella wouldn't hear it. She turned her back on him and helped Sonic to his feet. Bailey's heart shattered as he watched Sonic smirk behind her back, victorious. Not only had he lost his floaty, but now he had also lost the respect of the girl he admired. In the days that followed, Sonic used the incident to charm Iciella further. He painted himself as a victim and won her sympathy. It wasn't long before the two became a couple, their budding romance rubbing salt into Bailey's wounds. Devastated, Bailey sought solace by the river, the place where he had always felt most at peace. But this time, the river offered no comfort. Lost in his thoughts, Bailey slipped on the muddy bank and fell into the water. Panic surged through him as he flailed, searching for his floaty. But it was gone, stolen by Sonic. Without it, Bailey couldn't stay afloat. The river claimed him that night, pulling him into its cold, dark embrace. Bailey's lifeless body was never found. Instead, something else emerged from the depths. The injustice of his death, his broken heart, and his yearning for revenge transformed him into drowned Bailey, a ghostly figure with pale, waterlogged skin and hollow, glowing eyes. Driven by sorrow and anger, he returned to the village. One night, as Sonic lay fast asleep, drowned Bailey crept into his room. Silent and vengeful, he hovered over the man who had caused him so much pain. With a swift, otherworldly motion, Bailey reached into Sonic's chest and pulled out his heart. The act stripped away Sonic's facade, revealing the true monster within. When Sonic awoke, he was no longer the charismatic trickster everyone admired. His true nature had surfaced, a grotesque, feral beast driven by greed and malice. Iciella, who had come to check on him, was horrified by his transformation. Sonic turned on him, his monstrous instincts taking over. She barely had time to scream before he ended her life. Consumed by his new, monstrous identity, Sonic went on a rampage, destroying the village and leaving nothing but destruction in his wake. All the while, drowned Bailey watched from the shadows. He felt no satisfaction, only a hollow emptiness as he witnessed the chaos. The man he had once been would have been horrified by such violence, but drowned Bailey was no longer that man. He was a ghost, bound by his grief and anger, forever tethered to the pain of his past. As dawn broke over the smouldering ruins of the village, drowned Bailey vanished back into the river, leaving behind a broken world and a chilling tale of love, betrayal, and revenge. Those who survived whispered of the ghostly figure who had set these events in motion, warning others never to let cruelty and deceit go unchecked, lest they too awaken the wrath of drowned Bailey.